I got a new logo up for the games.
Huh? What's up? I'm calling the game. I'm calling the game. Right.
Yo. What are you doing in here?
Yo.
How's it going, guys? We're going live here at the Conference USA Championship between number 2 App State and number 6 Arkansas. It's Zio in the booth on play-by-play with JoJo on color.
Hey, this is going to be a great rematch of the season. Unfortunately, from what I heard, App State annihilated this very good Arkansas team, but I don't expect to see the same 13 to 30 plus victory that App State had earlier in the season.
Yeah, it was a bit of interesting circumstances the first time around. App State really struggled with turnovers, but Arkansas just could not capitalize. So you're going to see him come out in a 4-receiver set. They're going to bring the tight end in motion. He drops back, and Deathridge finds number 18, Amari Jones, for 7 yards.
Yeah, Amari Jones has been a big part of that tight end offense to them. Not going to be the guy that's going to get 10 to 20 catches, but they're going to definitely utilize him against this defense tonight.
Absolutely. So they're going to come out three wide, and Deathridge is going to keep it. He's going to scramble. He's going to make a stiff arm there, and he's going to get a 12-yard pickup. This is a nice way for App State to open the game.
Yeah, that was a great run by Tyler. Tyler's one of the best quarterbacks in my eyes.
Yeah, I think he's definitely one of the better quarterbacks. They're going to come out in the pistol set, still in 4 wide. So they're going to fake the handoff. Deathridge is going to keep it. He's going to run, and he's going to get 9 yards there on the scramble.
It seems like they're taking advantage of the middle of the field here tonight with Amari Jones and then Tyler doing all this.
Yeah, it feels like they're definitely taking strong advantage of every opportunity they're getting right now. As they're going to bring the tight end in motion here. And they're going to keep airing it out here. Deathridge going down the field. Whoa! That wasn't picked by Mo Gigglebush.
That was a great one-on-one defensive play there, but Tyler Deathridge trusts his wide receivers for a reason this season.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely went up deep and decided to challenge one of their better DBs there. So they're going to find that's number 37, Ben Bones, for an 8-yard pickup, just kind of uncovered there out in the middle of the field.
As they are normally like a north and south team, they're just killing the middle of the field right now against Arkansas.
Yeah, I think that was an excellent choice by them to go around that route so they can try and attack this soft zone coverage here. Is Elijah Nigma with an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, another solid player who was on that one-on-one against Gigglebush earlier on that comeback route.
Yeah, I mean, when you kind of look at this receiving core, you got a two-headed monster between him and Carr.
Oh, whoa!
It's nearly picked off. There's a pass deflection there.
Yeah, Jawani Sims.
George got lucky there.
Jawani Sims is one of the best players on this team, I think. I know he's not like a big-name player, but I love the way he plays.
Yeah, you could absolutely be correct, as they're going to find Jamar Carr, speak of the devil, for a 3-yard pickup and the first down.
I mean, that's a triple-headed monster, because Amari Jones has caught the ball, Ben Bones, and then here comes Carr.
Yeah, it definitely makes it really hard to figure out how to attack this offense. As they're going to come out in coverage here, and they're just going to find a receiver down the flat, Ben Bones, the fullback.
Yeah, it was like a design screen almost, like a late screenplay, but we can't forget about the running back, Brewer. I know he gets shadowed in this offense, but he's a great running back.
Speaking of the devil, he gets a pitch here, and he's going to go backwards for 3 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him on that. That was just great defense by Bill Whitman and company. But he is going to, I don't care what you say, he's going to put up points, he's going to put up yards every game.
I mean, it's definitely what they should be trying to do if this defense starts to tighten up down here towards the red zone. So they're going to continue to air it out, going deep. He's going to get sacked.
Yeah, they went wide blitz on both sides where he had nowhere to turn. He went left and right instead of stepping up in the pocket. He could have stepped up a little sooner. He would have maybe got a pass off.
Absolutely. The tackles just had a hard time there. Dax Daughtry able to just get off his man, and Deathridge just held the ball too long.
Yeah, they were in field goal range there, and between that pitch and that sack there, good defense. Great job by Tyler not throwing an interception there and letting his punt team come out.
Yeah, I mean, that sack killed that drive there, getting them out of field goal range to a point where they didn't trust their own kicker. So we're now going to see Arkansas take the field at their own 20-yard line. Led by Zaire Augustus, who's going to fake the handoff to Wile E. Coyote. He's going to check it down to number 15 here, Chance Ravager.
Yeah, Chance Ravager, you're going to see him get 10-plus catches tonight, but I'm surprised they're playing a little off on Arkansas here.
Yeah, I mean, that makes kind of sense based on the last time they played. I think they're going to try and play off and not allow Arkansas to get deep shots. Also, I want to apologize for saying number 15, Chance Ravager, was number 19. So they're going to come out 4 wide here with Wile E. Coyote flanking Zaire Augustus to his left, and they're going to quickly throw a screen.
Nice play.
Brutus Phillips with a 7-yard pickup, and more importantly, the first down.
Yeah, Brutus Phillips can go deep down the field, and you can see him zigging and zagging through those blockers there.
Yeah, so far it looks like they're trying to figure out a way to attack the underneath instead of trying to go with the same attack approach they had last time. So Wile E. Coyote. Uh-oh. Is that a late hit out of bounds? No, that's going to be clipping.
You knew that.
Offense.
I was hoping it would be anything other than clipping.
Yeah. Of course, the Phillips who just got the reception earlier, but Dodger, Slater, Trap Man, Brooklyn Sniper. Saeed Gore, thank you for coming to watch this game tonight. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, this is having the means of a really good set of games tonight. Is we're going to see Zaire Augustus fire out just to find Paris Glass and move the game. Sorry, to get some chemistry going, get a little bit going on this drive here. So they're in second and long still.
Paris Glass is literally one of their best receivers, even though he's a tight end. That doesn't get enough credit either.
Absolutely, just kind of an underrated guy down there.
Yeah, it's great reception there for a first down there by Wile E. Coyote, but I feel like tight ends in general don't get enough credit in this league, and he's one of those guys you got to kind of give him the nod to, be a great weapon on a team.
Yeah, as they're going to seek to fire out, he's going to be scrambling, and he's going to just miss his man there.
I respect that hop, leap, and backflip throw, but that's where it becomes scary as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to continue to play tight coverage the way they are here. This is really going to be a game of who scores first. This is Wile E. Coyote fumbles it, and somehow the Hogs come back up with the ball.
Oof, that could have been really bad. App State's defense, though, for most of the plays, they've been getting in Augustus's face, and then there's this other play here. They allow the delay for them to get that fumble. I mean, they didn't get it, but it
caused a fumble, yes.
Yeah, I trust App State's defense here.
Yeah, the safety, Leon Kennedy, with the big hit there. As Zaire Augustus is going to fire out and fire Wile E. Coyote again, who gets a generous spot for the first down.
Yeah, Jinx, I said it at the same time. That was definitely a generous spot. We got the shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers. Augustus steps back here with barely under pressure with 3 people, and he gets the completion to Wiley on that wheel route. That was very well covered.
I know they register Wile E. Coyote as a running back, but I feel like that is highly underselling his skill set.
I don't think he's a great receiving running back in this game right now. I'm respecting his due diligence.
Yeah, I mean, as we're going to see him come out in the pistol set, two back, as they're going to find Ravager there for a 4-yard reception.
Yeah, those trickery plays will definitely get any defense, but to allow 4 plays on one of those, as being App State, I'd be okay with it.
Absolutely. So they're going to come out 4 wide here with a running back to his right. You're just going to go out to the flat, and he's going to go deep. He's looking for his man.
Wow.
Intercepted by number 5. That would be rather dumb on the interception.
They didn't bring any extra men, it seemed like, but that blind side of Augustus got him rushing that throw there.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of extra pressure. He just kind of decided to throw up a jump ball, and his receiver was too far out and couldn't make a play on the ball. As Davin Brewer gets the handoff and is tackled for a loss.
Yeah.
Bill Whitman with the tackle.
You know, I gave my nod off to Brewer a little too soon because he's getting jinxed right now and getting savage behind that line.
Well, if they were getting jinxed, they would end up losing the game based on commentators, Chris, like I said earlier, as they're going to get the ball. That's going to be nearly intercepted.
Wow, great job there by number 9. I apologize, I don't have my rosters up right now.
I'll pull it up real quick. That was number 9, Doc. I am not pronouncing that last name. Grakos? So they're going to get out to Davin Brewer, who's going to go nowhere, backwards for 2, and they're going to get a quick 3 out here.
And you know, Banner's a great player on their team, but App State, I remember being known for having a great offensive line, so the fact that Arkansas has just pushed them back 5 yards on this interception is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely Arkansas showing that they've improved on defense and are going to play a different game plan.
Wow,
they're not going to let themselves get bullied around as they fumble it again.
Whoa.
Wile E. Coyote needs to really step up and focus on not dropping the ball because that could cost him. If there's one thing to make this game turn around, it's going to be turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, this is not going to be the Fumblerooski Bowl. I hope not at 0-0 with under 3 minutes left.
Oh, I do not. I don't want to see another fumble heard around the world.
Great play there.
With a nice play for 11 yards.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can do that, I don't know if you've ever looked at App State's rushing total defense. I want to say it's like under 500, so the fact that you can get 11 yards is impressive.
They average 88 yards rushing a game on defense.
So what is that, like 900 on the season? That's still
I don't want to do math.
Yeah, I mean, that's still really good. I mean, to allow that in 11 games.
It is under 1,000. That is absolutely a great display this season so far. So they're going to fake the handoff. They're going to pump, and he's going to sell that, scramble around. He's going to find his man for a touchdown. Paris Glass, the big tight end.
Yeah, last week he had like a lot of great plays, and that was in between a dime right there. I mean, that was beautiful throw and a better catch.
Yeah, that was a beautiful combination there from the quarterback to his tight end.
Yeah, I mean, my man toe tapped in between them, like, sorry, get out of my way. And Paris Glass, I told you, I mean, he doesn't get enough credit in my eyes because, you know, you got those bigger players, Washingtons, you got the Wile E. Coyotes and, you know, Cars. So kudos to him to come in here and make an impact quickly.
Absolutely shows kind of the usefulness of a tight end, being able to use that big body to be able to box out and just go and get a high-pointed pass.
Still a lot of time in this quarter.
Absolutely, this game is just getting started. So they're looking to run the ball here on the I set, and they're going to pitch it to Davin Brewer, who's going to get stopped for 1 yard loss. So far, it looks like this Arkansas defense has keyed in really hard on the run and are daring hard to beat them in the air.
Yeah, I appreciate that, though, because both defenses are playing good. Let aside that touchdown, I mean, both defenses have been playing outstanding.
Yes, they have. It's been a pretty impressive showing for both defenses so far. They're going to find Amari Jones for a 10-yard pickup, giving them a very manageable 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a heavy blitz here by Arkansas, as we do see them actually off because they are 5 wide. I'm curious.
They are playing off wide. They're deciding they're going to let them. I was going to say they were going to let them decide to get some small yardage. They weren't going to let them beat them over the top. Davin Brewer with the motion 12-yard pickup. His first positive rush of the night.
I mean, first big play by App State tonight because Arkansas did not see that coming. And the first trick play by both teams.
As they're going to set back, and he's going to get hit hard there. Deathridge getting sacked, but I believe that was number 26, Bill Whitman.
He's having a great game tonight already, and this is only the first quarter.
Yeah, everyone's going to have to play hard and hard-nosed football tonight for Arkansas.
What's
They're
the
here
over-under in
to
Las
prove they
Vegas
can
for this
win.
game right now?
I will have to pull that up real quick. I did not check that ahead of time.
As we see Deathridge step back, get that quick slant to Jamar Carr there for 6 yards. 3rd and 7.
I don't know the over-under, but I can tell you who's winning. It's 71-4 on the vote tonight, with App State as the major favorite.
So, I mean, you got to give it a plus 3.5 for App State here. As they do get their first down.
They do get the first down and a generous spot, but, I mean, they're definitely getting some real momentum going on this drive here.
I felt like that was a very good. I mean, Brewer definitely fought for that after he caught that reception.
Absolutely. They're going to come on split back set, and they're going to fire out to the Brewer, who's going to break some tackles.
He is
able to get some positive yardage.
I mean, he threw off Dougherty and 2 other guys right there, pretty much guarding those 2 yards. Shotgun steps back, delayed handoff to Brewer again, 5 yards, and Brewer you trust with 3rd and 3, almost in field goal range. Their kicker is very good. I wouldn't be surprised if even they go for it after this if they don't make it. And this is
that's going to be into the first quarter. Arkansas leading 7-0 over number 2 App State.
I didn't do my predictions this week, but if I were to have predicted, I would have picked App State, and if you were to tell me it would be only 7-0 at the end of the first, I wouldn't have believed you.
I wouldn't believe me either, but I'll tell you something secret here. Go get your predictions in right now.
Defense. Wow. App State must be shaking in their boots a little bit. I don't care who you are. You're mad. You're frustrated. Because Arkansas has shown up since the first showing in the season.
Yeah, Arkansas is showing up here tonight. Despite a slow start to the season, they've definitely been one of those teams that have fought their way back into it. And they're going to be able to get if they can score on this drive, that can be a momentous occasion that can really swing the game in their favor.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, App State's going to be who they are, and they're gonna turn this around. But kudos to Arkansas.
Speaking of turning that around, that's a big hit by number 69. That was number 69, Xavier Banks, with the big hit.
One of the better linebackers, if not one of the best in the league at least. But I'm impressed by Arkansas's coaching staff here to keep this very close.
Well, it's really hard to say which team's going to be a favorite to win right now. I mean, we know who the vast majority of people are betting on to win, but another big reception, Paris Glass.
Yeah, great reception. They're just leaving him kind of open enough to get these receptions, and they're utilizing him.
It reminds me of a couple of the old, historic, great tight ends in this league. It's been a while since we've had a really great season from one, though. We're going to see Chance Ravager with a 14-yard pickup.
Can you give me a name? I'm curious.
Oh, I think maybe like a Jack Armstrong, someone like that. There's a couple of different ones that come to my mind. That's just one that comes to my mind as my former tight end I threw to.
Yeah.
As well as Zaire Augustus keep it and try and take off, he's going to take a sack, 5-yard loss. King Maximus.
The leading sack leader, maybe, or close to it, with Slug Stern.
One of the close men. I believe it's Styles Stern who leads the league in sacks.
Stern, my apologies. But this team overall, I think, has the most sacks as a team. And I could be wrong, but I remember...
I believe you are correct with that assessment.
Yeah. Shotgun formation, delayed handoff right after Wiley. Breaks one tackle, but doesn't get much afterwards. 3rd and 6 here. Arkansas can kill the clock. They can go for it. They're almost in field goal range.
Almost. I think they're going to go Paris Glass here, if I'm being honest.
You're the Paris Glass or Brewer?
No, don't do that. Which one this time? Wiley Coyote.
I said Brewer, and I meant Wiley Coyote. I apologize, people.
It is fine there. Oh, Lord. That worked out well for them there. The dreaded halfback screen making some big yardage there for Arkansas.
Yeah, very impressive overall of Arkansas, defensively and offensively.
Absolutely. They're going to come out in a 4-wide set with the running back. They're going to bring him in motion. And he's looking down the field. He's going to find Coyote for I want to say that's a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, Trigger's in the chat right now. Very excited, I'm sure, to see his player do runningly well, receivingly well, and yardagely well. So
If I'm a betting man, I'm pretty sure Wile E. Coyote is the leading receiver for Arkansas right now.
He is. Sure.
So they're going to come out 4 wide, 3 to the bottom of their screen, Wile E. Coyote to the left. They're going to fake the handle. They're going to give it to Coyote. He's going to get hit by Xavier Banks.
Yeah,
that was a violent hit.
Wood tonight.
Just absolutely violent hit there.
Trapman BZ, appreciate you coming out here. I don't know if you're on the team. Blake's out here. We got Ekin Hawk too.
So they're going to come out in the shotgun set, 3 to the bottom of the screen. They're going to be Coyote and cover and pass protection. Sorry. They're going to fire up, and it's going to get deflected by Leon Kennedy.
Yeah, he's having a good game too. Earlier in the series, he made some big plays. So I would like to see App State do what they've been doing and hold them to a field goal.
They're going to run another halfback screen. That's he's able to get it.
And he got the first
down. He's not even touchdown, but he gets a first down. The ball gets spotted in that 5-inch grouping between the lines.
Kane's just told me I can't add ly to words to make new words.
I disagree with that statement. They're going to have to Wile E. Coyote. He's going to punch it in for a touchdown. Let's hope that the 14-0 curse doesn't rear its ugly head tonight.
I am okay with this, being the eastern part of North Carolina, seeing this, go Hogs, and very surprised, to be honest with you, as we see Wile E. Coyote scoring the touchdown leads.
I know this might be a surprising early score to some, but when I watched this game, because I called this game last time it happened, as that's going to be a big return for Mookie Rising. I was going to say, it was a very close game, despite what the box score might have said. They were able to force 6 turnovers at Arkansas was. They just were not able to capitalize. They definitely have this team's number if they can get it going, because they're going to find Jamar Carter for 2 yards.
That's what kind of makes it surprising, knowing that they had that many turnovers and their defense has allowed 14 points already.
They created 6 turnovers against App State. They created 6 turnovers.
Gotcha. 10-4. Great play there, Amari Jones there for a few yards, but 3rd and 2, under 6 minutes left. App State, this is their kind of game. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Deatherage puts us in his hands and says, guys, don't worry about this. We've been here before.
He's going to need to. I mean, the reigning champions, granted, this game only affects their seeding for the playoffs, and that's an incomplete pass. App State struggling early in this game. They're going to give the ball back to the Hogs, where if they can score here, that's going to be a massive momentum shift.
Massive momentum switch, but not something I wouldn't be surprised App State coming back to. But they got to really get their stuff together if they want to slowly itch away at this scoreboard.
I'm going to hold my tongue so I don't get called out for commentator's curse. But they're going to be 3 wide to the top of the screen and 4 receiver set. They're going to run a wide receiver screen. It actually worked for once. They're going to find Bruce Phillips for a 12-yard reception.
I noticed Jamar Carr hasn't gotten many receptions. I don't know if that's kudos to Arkansas's defense or Mookie Rising. Brewer obviously hasn't shown much, but Arkansas's defense is pretty much make them obsolete tonight.
They're going to run the read option, and they're just going to get Zaire Augustus hit hard. I wouldn't say it's necessarily. I'd say it might be that they're not using Carr in the way they would traditionally use Carr tonight. They're having him line up in some different spots, trying to exploit some different coverage packages, maybe. So they're going to go 3 receiver set with Paris Glass down on the lines, the actual tight end setup. So they're going to hand off to Wile E. Coyote, who breaks some tackles and is able to really fight hard. And he's going to make some serious yards for a 12-yard pickup, giving them a manageable 3rd and 1.
I mean, you can't take the fight out of the dog, and right now these dogs or hogs are really fighting against this. They want this.
I was going to say, we got some feral hogs in the yard right now. So they're going to find Chance Ravager for the 1st down and 5-yard pickup.
I think we got some hostility in the chat right now. Great effort, Coyote. Now, I'm guessing DT Hall's on the other team, and he's saying, sure. It's all right, man. You can't be perfect all the time. You guys do have 1 loss here, and Arkansas is putting up a show, and you guys definitely can come back. I wouldn't stress this.
This game is far from over.
Yeah.
This game is still young. All it takes is one momentum play for App State to start to flip the momentum here. So they're going to fire out to Wiley Coyote. He's going to push forward and get a first down.
I mean, they're just nickel and diming them. They're not doing anything special. No offense to Arkansas. This App State defense can definitely turn this around. I'm very surprised that it's going this way.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep playing tough here. They can't afford a mistake here. Zaire Augustus is going to be incomplete on that pass. Some tight coverage there.
Yeah, App State, you just keep doing that, forcing those long throws, getting those sacks you've been getting. It's going to be a different game very soon.
So you're going to get some pressure here, and you're just going to have to get rid of it. Speaking of getting those sacks, they're definitely putting some pressure now. Zaire Augustus definitely getting some coverage. Some tight coverage for get pressure in on the quarterback here. So they're going to come out in a shotgun set with 3 receivers to the bottom of the screen. Definitely playing off. It's going to be a screen. And that is not going to go anywhere. We're going to see if they go for it here, if they're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I think the field goal is a smart move. You're up by 2 scores. People over here talking about 30 broken tackles on a 99. We have a lot of 99s. It's kind of just the way the way the game is, man. Sometimes it's size. Sometimes it's you can't senior versus freshman versus junior. It's not exactly what you think it is. 99 versus 99.
Correct. It is not necessarily just because you're 99 does not necessarily mean that you're going to make every tackle every time, because everyone's pretty close. That's 99 by Mookie Rising.
The humidity level, maybe it's very high over there in Appalachian State in North Carolina. It is summertime.
Maybe they're just sweating so much that they can't get a good grip on each other.
Well, App State out here. Tyler Deffrich under center. Amari Jones to the left of him. He does go out for a pass, steps back.
He's going to get rid of it.
Yeah, he got pressure from that right side. I think it was a little premature to throw that.
Yeah, we can argue it was premature to throw, but I can definitely also argue that they just got rid of it, trying to not take some pressure, not take negative yardage here.
Oh,
that's nearly picked off Mo Gigglebush.
Oh, Gigglebush. I mean, who really wakes up one day and says, that's my name?
Apparently Mo Gigglebush does. They're going to run a 4 verticals concept. They're going deep. They're going to find Enigma for 35 yards.
And he's one of their big play receivers, and I love all season he's been like kind of absent, and then gets like 5 receptions for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. So this is
the ASU transfer.
He was from ASU, correct? You're right. I forgot about that.
As they're going to come on the offset eye, exactly. They're going to hand it off to Davin Brewer. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. These refs are against that.
And here's a clipping call.
That's the second poor call. They got the earlier one on Phillips.
Well, no, they didn't. The earlier one was on the Hogs.
Still first down.
No, it was Phillips. Oh, you might be right. My apologies.
Yeah, the first one was on Arkansas.
You're right. Okay, sorry.
As they're going to come out an offset eye again, this time to the strong side. So they're going to go pass. They're going to find Ben Bones for 6 yards.
Big needed 6 yards there. Trying to eliminate that penalty.
Absolutely. As they're going to need to, they just need to get points on the board here. At least come away with a field goal, ideally a touchdown here.
Wow,
as great. Get sacked.
That was a great delayed blitz there by Whitman. I mean, he is just on point tonight.
That was really hard to see how that was just a good corner blitz there, but that was really hard in real time to even see that was a blitz.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. I thought that right now that was going to be 4th. I looked.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 18. I thought something similar, but I was looking down at the scoreboard. They're going to go 4 vertical. That's going to get it again.
Wonder if they're going to go for it or field goal or punt it.
I just go for field goal here. Yeah, they just got to get some points. Yeah, this is a long one, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, this is kind of hard to say. Is they're going to go for it, and it is up and good. They couldn't trust their kicker in a similar position earlier in the game, but now they trust him here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to start somewhere. Being App State, you just notch that down. I just hope to see the Hogs continue what they're doing, because if they start kind of pussyfooting around, they're really not going to be As we see Arkansas not
big
playing
return here by Kareem Washington, 57 yards in App State territory to start the drive.
Well, I guess I should zip my mouth shut as we see Arkansas on the opposite side already.
Definitely. I mean, we're definitely seeing one team playing with their absolute hearts out tonight. They are trying to outplay the higher-ranked team, the team that has been on top of the world this whole season.
Whoa!
As Bruce Phillips gets laid out on the hit there, just one of those car crash collision tackles.
Arkansas's already fumbled twice tonight. I'm expecting another one if they're going to keep hitting like that.
I do too. As Zaire is moving around looking for opening and almost picked off by Mother Dunn.
Yeah,
if only these DBs could get another interception on the night, that could be the momentum shift that they need.
Oh, 4 wide, 3rd and 6, big down here for App State. Green.
So they'll come out in man coverage, and they're just going to blow up the screen. And that's a quick 3-and-out forced by the App State defense.
Big needed stop there because it was starting to get a little sloppy for App State, and they need to continue those 3 points here into 7 points with 3 timeouts and 1:40 left.
Yes, they do. If they can score a touchdown here, they can absolutely get some momentum to go into halftime. As Arkansas is going to bleed the clock, waiting to punt until the last second to bleed as much clock off as possible.
We got Eagles fly day out here. Sky's the limit 210. Appreciate you coming through. Nittany Pete, this sim is hilariously bad. You're hilariously bad. Stop. Every time you come in here, you're just like, you make
negative.
Me want to have pants. Yeah, it's like every time I just don't talk.
As they try to coffin corner punt that, and Jamar Card returns it for 15 yards.
Wow.
3 timeouts in 1:07 to work with. App State has all the time in the world right now to go on ahead. Well, not all, but a lot of time to work with.
And this is, for them, it's enough time.
It's going to go down to the flat, and they're going to get a big play of Jamar Carr.
That was a huge play as they got a minute still. It stops the clock. They need to continue this. And like you said, I don't think so.
He did. Yeah, so that stops the clock.
You're right. But, nope, the clock's going to keep turning because this game doesn't care.
Oh, no, it's because college rules. Until they set the ball,
Whoa! Great play by Deatherage.
I thought that was an incompletion.
That was Mookie Rising's first completion, I believe, as they passed that 50-yard line. They need, at minimum, 3 points here.
I think they don't need 7, but they're going to find Amari Jones, and they're definitely in field goal range now. So you're going to come out 4 wide. Amari Jones down the line as a tight end and block. So they're going to look down the field, and they're going to fire out. And that's an incomplete pass.
I mean, it was overthrown on purpose to allow only one person to get it, but nobody got it.
Yeah, I mean, they were just trying to air it out. They were trying to get him deep. So they're going to come out again, 3 wide here with Amari Jones down the line, in line for blocking. And they're going to hit Deathridge, Old Tendencies there. If that's going to be a sack, a loss of yards, they're going to have to scramble and hurry up here.
Yeah, I mean, they got 1 timeout left. It seems like they're playing for points here no matter
what. On a 4 verticals concept, they're going to throw it deep again, and they're going to be incomplete again. They're just going to have themselves for the field goal here after that.
Are they still in field? This is a far field goal, my friend.
Why did they hurry up and straight snap into it? They didn't need to do that.
I don't know. Kick is up,
and it's good.
Still only a 2-score game here. I mean, 2-point conversions, you know what happens. It's going to happen. But even though they only have 6 points, if they can literally hang on their kicker, I don't see it not being a win.
I'm not going to talk about kickers because I am notoriously anti-kicker.
Oh my God, you're one of those.
Kickers do not matter in a game of football.
Look at
Unless you have literally Justin Tucker, it does not matter.
Well, I mean, that's our Justin Tucker.
Either way, we're going to see them come out here. I mean, Arkansas has an opportunity here if they can catch the defense sleeping to increase the score. As they're going to instead hand out to Wiley Coyote, who gets hit hard. I believe that was number 24, Leon Kennedy. It was.
Looks like we're going to probably just roll this down to halftime here.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Great half, Zio, what I've seen, and it seems like a lot of these people in the chat is going back and forth. We're definitely getting a lot of animosity, but I can't wait to see what actually really happens the second half.
I can't either. I mean, based on what you've seen so far, we've seen an early explosion from Arkansas into App State has started slowly built some momentum on their side, slowly making some plays. What have you seen and what have you liked this half from both teams?
I mean, I like the fact that App State has not given up. I like the fact that they have trusted their kicker because they are an aggressive team, and you know that they usually would go for it. But right now, they're like, okay, guys, we're going to slowly chip away at this, and then maybe the second half we're going to see them break out. On the Arkansas side, I love everything that they're doing defensively, offensively. They're utilizing every play, run or pass. And same on the defensive side. They've gotten deflections. They've gotten... Probably the fumbles need to go away for Arkansas. That's probably going to be an issue or possibly be an issue in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely rough with the fumbles, but they haven't lost them yet. They've only thrown one pick in the back of the end zone, which was a jump ball. Arkansas has played a very tight defense, and these two teams are actually a lot closer in production on offense than you might think. Only 70 yards is a whole difference, and almost the same amount of time in possession for both teams.
Well, I mean, I guess that comes down to either better defense or utilizing the time with the football.
Both these teams have been playing great on defense. We're going to see Wile E. Coyote on the return here.
Team. Well, I mean, we've seen
special teams has been actually a really big. That's an interesting point. That's been a big factor tonight, actually.
Oh, here we go. Shotgun formation by Arkansas. Let's see App State in a man formation here as we see the quick slant there for a measly 6 yards. That's his first reception, I believe. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's his first reception on the night. I mean, I will say this. App State got really lucky because number 97, Josh Sloyer, jumped there. They're very lucky that wasn't called a offsides or neutral zone infraction. So we're going to bring Wile E. Coyote in motion. They're going to look, and they're just going to find Paris Glass for the first down.
Paris Glass, I talked about him earlier, and he's having a decent, very well game, but App State cannot allow those underneath plays.
No, they can't, because the more they allow this, that's been how Arkansas has been trying to win this game, is just dinking, dunking, and playing some Tom Brady football.
Well, great job by the defense there to stop it. But you're right. I mean, it's been nickel and dime. It's been 5 yards, 3 yards, 8 yards, 2 yards, and they're continuously doing it, and that's why they're in the lead. They're keeping their offense off the field.
Well, not necessarily. Both teams have close to the same amount of time in possession, but they're really taking time with each drive where it feels more like App State's trying to go down the field fast.
Yeah.
And then if a big hit or something happens, it's taking time off the clock rather than controlling the clock with how they're playing. So we're going to see them come out in the shotgun set, and they're going to run the halfback screen.
Great job. App State finally, turns it. It seems like the last 6 points, they've really focused in on whatever Arkansas has started.
Yeah, ever since Arkansas got to that 17-point mark, I believe they kicked a field goal after the first field goal from App State.
Yep, you're right.
And then since that point, App State's defense has really started to tighten up. I think actually it was 17-0, and then they scored 6.
Yeah, it was 17-0, and then kick, and right now App State has kind of switched.
Like I said, they're slowly building their momentum back up. They've just got to keep playing their attack style. They haven't turned the ball over. They're playing good football. So they're going to get hit.
That's what's killing them.
They almost jinxed them right there.
But that was the second or third incompletion after they caught the ball, and
just getting hit hard.
Not okay.
And they're going to hand it off to Davin Brewer, who's going to get a big run here for 10 yards and almost a first down.
Anything is doable here. You can run the ball. You can give it to Deatherage. You can. Yeah, there's so many options here, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Personally, I'm handing it to Davin Brewer right up the middle.
I agree, especially with 2 tight end sets, but they're not. And they get the throw off for a completion.
Jones for a big first down play.
For
flips the field position there.
There's a lot of people getting mad right now about this quote-unquote sim, if you want to call it, or game. And here you are, App State. You're not always going to win, but you got to believe in your team, too.
Yeah, I know that there's been some issues, but besides that point, we're past that.
Yeah.
This has been a really good game so far as we're watching it play out. A very strong defensive showing.
Yeah.
As they're going to find Davin Brewer for a 2-yard pickup. And both teams are playing extremely well tonight.
And let's be honest, even if they walk away with a field goal here, it's a one-score game after this.
Correct. As long as they don't turn the ball.
Oh my God! You called it!
I was saying it. I apologize. Big play there by who else other than Bill Whitman with the interception. He has been a one-man band tonight for this Arkansas defense.
I'm telling you right now, this kid, I've been watching him all season, and I love where they put him. I feel like, though, if it wasn't Bill Whitman, it would be somebody else. So this defense coordinator does a great job with him, and that right there just really could put a dagger in App State.
I think it's too early to call dagger, but it absolutely can definitely starts to change the flow of momentum here. Chance Ravage, 13-yard pickup, and the first down for the Hogs.
And by dagger, meaning not that it's going to kill them.
No, I know what you mean.
It definitely emotionally kills them.
It definitely hurts the fans to see, and it definitely puts them in a much tougher spot if they score here. So we're going to see Wiley Coyote get the first down run. And the Hogs, after getting stopped for 3 and out the past couple of drives, are really starting to get some momentum. They're getting hot on offense here. I shouldn't say momentum every time. So you're going to see Paris Glass lined up as a receiver here, and they're going to fire off and find Bruce Phillips, for a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, they're killing these wide receivers out here, though, and it's like every time they're getting cleaned out, especially by T.J. Blackman and Banks, I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna be a fumble. It's gonna be a fumble. But luckily, we haven't seen one since the beginning of the first.
No, I mean it's definitely some clean. It's hard for me to say that they are being very clean though on not turning the ball over so far. Just an interception thrown so far.
He jinxed it.
Getting the jitters out here as they're going to fire, and they're going to find that's number 6, Bruce Phillips again, 6 yards, and now they're really knocking on the door here.
Please don't jinx us on that. Slater says shotgun formation by Augusta.
We're going to throw Texas right here and get picked off.
Oh!
It wasn't a Texas route.
Yeah.
I believe that was that's number 1. T.J. Blackman with the interception.
App State answered it, and they gave it.
You know what? Fair is fair. I called the interception for App State. Now I get to call the interception for Arkansas. They're lucky this time that wasn't called an offside. Mari Jones with a 17-yard pickup.
Yeah, good pressure by Arkansas, but Dethridge stayed in. Watch as he fakes it, and he was underthrown with that. Still gets a reception.
Like I said, fair is fair. No matter how you want to look at it, now everyone gets it the way they need to. I did not biasly hurt either team at this point. So they're going to fire off, and they're going to narrowly complete that to Mari Jones.
Is this the tight end game?
Yes, it is. This is the tight end bowl.
I mean, I would love to see Amari Jones get a touchdown at some point tonight.
Absolutely. They're going to come out in the strong set, offset eye. They're going to hand out to Davin Brewer, who's going to get a nice run so far.
Yeah, there was a nice little chip block.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Absolutely. So we're going to see them come out and this time, they're going to come out in a 2 tight end set. So they're going to bring this backup tight end in motion.
I think it was
getting heavy protection and incomplete pass there. Chris Davis just swarmed in bodies, unable to hold on to the ball there. But it looked like he was going to pick that.
Yeah. I mean, that was a pretty late audible. Like, nobody knew what was going on almost.
They're going to fire. They're looking to go deep here. Dethridge fire over the middle and finds his man Jamar 15 yards. Able to get a first down and a nice reception there in the middle of the defense.
This dude, Dethridge, literally stays in the pocket till the last second. Whitman almost on his 10th tackle here, but, great job just hanging in the pocket.
I mean, Dethridge it's part of how he's played the game is he's sitting in the pocket and picks defenses apart. Ooh. Unfortunately, that sometimes leads to getting hit under pressure a significant amount and throwing interceptions as a result. As they hand off to Brewer there, who gets tackled for a 3-yard loss.
I mean, they're still field goal range. I know we don't want to see interceptions here, and we're not going to say the word, even though I did.
You just said it. And it almost gets intercepted. Mo Gigglebush with his third deflection of the night.
I'm never saying that word again. But
you always tempt fate when you bring it up.
Oh, 5 wide under center.
Here. Yeah, they're looking to go deep here. Absolutely. Is they're going to find Jamar Carr for the first down?
Great play. Great play by Jamar Carr, and getting
just one of your superstars able to make a catch and forcing his way for a first down here. So it looks like App State is knocking on the door to score their first touchdown of the night.
It's a man in motion.
It's going to bring the fullback in motion. They're going to hand off to Davin Brewer, who's going to get a lane, unable to get too far, but a 6-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Juwani Sims in with the tackle there.
Juwani Sims, like I said, he's one of the better underrated players I like here. Steps back, gets it. That was like thrown behind him. That was
rising.
Nice.
And because of where he put the ball there, that's unable to get the first down. 3rd down inches. Let's see what they go here. My bet is they hand it off to Brewer, but they've been pass happy all night. That could bite them down here in a more congested part of the field. As they are going to have to Brewer, who's going to get the first down.
Good play there. We got Eric Carr out here talking. Jetta Ice 92. HBZ. B Buddha 60. Appreciate you guys all showing up here tonight. Nice.
Davin Brewer's going to get stopped. It's now going to be 2nd and goal here. Juwani Sims with the tackle.
He's having a great game. Brewer is not having the game I expected him to have, probably because of him.
So, for what it's worth here, for seeding purposes in the playoffs, should App State win, I believe they are in the driver's seat where if Arizona State wins this next game, they would be the 2 seed in the playoffs, where if UCF wins, App State would be the 1 seed. Where if Arkansas wins, they would be the 2 seed, I'm pretty sure, no matter what. So we're going to see him throwing. That's almost intercepted. So they're going to have to... Ooh, this is a question. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to settle for 3? They are going to settle for their field goal.
They're only down by a score. I mean, their kicker's been on fire tonight. They've stopped their offense probably for 2 quarters almost. So App State's in it, within it, for a full score of 8. But, back to what you were saying, playoff contention. So you're saying that no matter what, Arkansas is in the same spot?
No matter what, Arkansas, if they went here, I believe because they're ranking at 6, they would end up being the 2 seed no matter what. As they're seen as the 4th team to make it to the conference championships. I could be wrong. They could absolutely... This could get... okay, I am confirmed correct. As has been confirmed here, if Arkansas wins this game, they will be the number 2 seed in the playoffs, regardless of the next game. But if App State wins, they would be the 2 seed if Arizona State wins, and the 1 seed if UCF would win.
I gotcha. So next week, as we see App State get that nice tackle for a loss there, going into next week, who are the other playoff teams that these potential players will see? Well,
we're going to find that. We haven't had the official rankings released yet. Once the official rankings get released, we will know essentially what the matchups will be. So that was a risky throw there, as they're now in 3rd and 2nd here. But if I were betting, whoever gets number 4 is going to end up against I'm going to assume number 5, Tulane, will end up against Tulane, and I'm going to assume whoever ends up at 3 gets TCU.
TCU.
Well, we'll find out later when everything's released. I learned I'm somewhat right with how I'm calling that. Is Wiley Coyote with the reception there?
Yeah, for no yards. But App State has literally been pretty consistent, even though they let up that first down. Arkansas has not done anything to impress me. No offense to Arkansas's offense. I just believe that App State has really truly...
Zach Augustus keeps it here and just gets swallowed up. I kind of have the exact opposite opinion, quite honestly. Arkansas has impressed me here. They've come out and played hard-nosed football, and they've been in control of the game the whole time. They've been forcing App State to have to play from behind and to have to settle for field goals. They're going to throw another halfback screen on third down. That is killing them.
I think there's more than just that. I think App State has really just been playing very
conservative
balls to the wall, and they deserve. I mean, we said it in the first when they were down 17-0. This game's not over. So all these people out there are like, we suck, or you guys suck, and the sim sucks. Like, no.
It's way too early. To people who were complaining early in the game, this is the high-stakes tension I was expecting to eventually get to.
You know, as we see App State here, I love their offense. They play this pro-style offense here, and you just don't know.
Going to bring the tight end Amari Jones in motion. So they're going to fire on there and get rid of it. We probably got one or two more plays before we get to the fourth quarter.
It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter. Let's put it that way.
I agree. Because we're going to see them come out here. 3 right to the bottom of the screen. Their tight end in line. They're going to look deep. He's going to fire out. And that's almost intercepted. That was number... That was,
Number 2.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out who that was. Number 2, Kentrell Golden with the near interception there.
He had a tackle for a loss earlier, but...
So the split back. They're going to run the halfback screen here. And Kentrell Golden misses the tackle. And Mo Gigglebush gets struck as they're able to stop them here. 4th and 3. I believe that's going to be the last play of this third quarter. Maybe they punt.
I'd like to see a punt going into the fourth, but it looks like they are going to call the...
Yeah, they're going to actually snap. They didn't need to do that.
Okay with the snap. Get everybody well rested for the fourth quarter so everybody can hold up them 1, 2, 3 fouls. Hold on, fouls.
Get your fours up in chat, everyone. We appreciate all 41 of you here watching the game tonight.
Yeah, Joey Phillips, Slater C, Norman Bates, 89, Eckenhawk, Aldreze, Legion of Slugs showed up, DT Hall, 79, appreciate you, Jetta Iced, 92, and everybody else. Appreciate you guys coming in and watching.
The Gus sits in the pocket there and finds. Wow! That was Chance Ravager for a 16-yard pickup.
Oh, wow. There's actually more people I missed here. We got Shake Not Stirred. I am Cheetah. It's Mr. William. Appreciate you coming out tonight, too.
Absolutely. It's really good game so far tonight. This has been maybe not the highest scoring affair people are wanting to see, but this is a great defensive game played so far by both teams.
Trigger, you are obsolete to me because you didn't say 4. Sorry, buddy.
He doesn't want to acknowledge the pigs. I am no longer calling them bacon bits because they're actually having some real success this season.
They are having a great season, honestly. They were one of my favorite underdogs, and they weren't really underdogs. I just could see them as underdogs in the championship.
Maybe they beat Tulane earlier this season in magic comebacks fashion. And the last time they played App State, they played them incredibly close. So, in my mind, Arkansas really is a real contender. They are one of the top 3 teams in CUSA, and they are one of the 3 teams in CUSA who could probably, realistically, be expected to win the title this year.
Oh, dang.
Just depending on the matchup they get. And that's nearly intercepted by Mother Dunn.
I needed that. But you're right. My bad. I didn't realize it. Okay. If you're first, you're the worst. If you're second, you're the best. You're the one with the hairy chest. Alright, here we go. Shocking formation by Augustus. Gets blitzed. Oh my gosh.
Phillips gets first down. I thought it was going to be an interception.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying I'm rooting for App State because I am on the eastern side of, but like, I like continuous, but then I also like underdog. So whoever wins this game, in my opinion, is going to be a great win.
Yeah, it's kind of been, I think people are trying to figure out who's rooting for who in this game, as we're going to see Wiley Coyote with a 9-yard pickup. We're definitely seeing some tight gameplay here, some absolute great legendary plays here by both teams. This is going to be one of the more talked about conference championships for a long time. And they find Kareem watching the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Kareem Washington has been one of those people all season has been nothing but dimes, and right there, his second reception, touchdown when it really, really, really is needed.
When it really matters, they go and find their best weapon, Kareem Washington, the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I love what he does. He's another one of their top players.
He is their top player. Led the team in receiving yards and receiving touchdowns on the season. Only player with more receptions than him on the team. Well, actually, there were 2. 3. Huh. He was more so their deep threat. One of their best players on the season still. Does not change that fact.
And for all these people out here, 8 minutes left in the quarter.
This game is still alive by a long shot. As everyone found the receiver in motion, Davin Brewer with a 20-yard pickup.
App State is I don't care, ASU, you could bring up all these other people. I think App State is the most explosive, high-flying offense in the league.
That's actually a fairly fair statement to make, actually, I would say. Arizona State's offense is hit or miss. Some weeks look like the best, and against some of the other teams, they look really slow.
I don't know if you saw the Fresno game. It was a great game, and I'm not taking anything away from ASU, but Fresno's a great team. But App State is very consistent with putting up 40 or more.
Oh, I figured out what I got wrong. I figured out what I was at wrong. It won't be the TCU matchup. It'll be a Fresno matchup. That's what I got wrong.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
As soon as you said it, I figured it out. Davin Brewer with a 2-yard loss there.
Not needed. Not needed. As Townsend has been not even in this game till just now. His first tackle is a tackle for a loss there.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard play to make because they're now in 3rd and long. And they're going to call a halfback screen, but they got a lot of green grass and blocking, and Brewer's unable to get the first down, only a 4-yard pickup.
This is 2 down. I mean, this is, yeah. This is 4 down territory, possibly.
Absolutely. I mean, it's at a point in the game. They're down 15. They have to just go for it here and try and get the first down. They're going to find a first down, 40-yard pickup, and puts them in, first and they're on the 11-yard line. Let's put it that way. Just short of 1st and goal.
Where has this been all game? No offense. I mean, great, we'll give it to Arkansas, but we've only seen about 3 of those from App State. So for Arkansas to keep them in check from that, I'm very excited for both teams.
Yeah, they're definitely playing strong. They're going to bring their backup tight end in motion. And they're looking. Elijah Nima going across the field, and they're just going to get rid of the ball here. I would say where that's been all game has been App State has been trying to attack the middle of the field more. It hasn't been trying to push the field too much. If they were playing with that type of game plan, I think Carr would be on the outside receiver with Rising in the slots. They're going to bring Rising in motion. They're going to have to Brewer, who gets tackled for a loss.
That was just blown up right from the beginning.
It was. App State needs to score a touchdown here. They cannot afford to settle for a field goal.
I'd love to say take the points, but I think you're right on that one.
If they take a field goal and the Hogs go down and score again, that's just going to put them back in with less clock because they're going to look for a touchdown and incomplete. In my opinion, they need to go for it, but they are going to go for it.
Right. I would have loved to see Deathridge take that ball knowing there was nobody open to get a shorter 4th down, but I don't know.
He's going to scramble. He's going to get hit. It's going to be 12 downs. Arkansas gets the ball here.
Wow. I need to go back. I don't even want to go back because I'm going to probably make a lot of Mountaineers mad, but I'm curious to see what was the least amount of scores pointed by App State.
I don't want to go through and look for all that. It's not worth it to me. I'm pretty sure it would have been week 1 against, actually I guarantee it was week 1 against Arizona State.
Yeah, I mean maybe,
the only other game that might come to my mind was the UCF game.
It was 6. Aldrizzi says it was 6. So
was it against Arizona State?
He hasn't confirmed or denied it, but I'm guessing that's probably what it was if you said that.
That's just the game that comes to my mind because I know that's the one game they lost. They find Chance Ravager for 6 yards here, and we're definitely seeing this game be tight. And, I know people are saying this is a blown game by App State. But I wouldn't look at it that way. I would say we've seen this in the past where back when it was Chattanooga and South Alabama University, getting the first down on a nice reception. Getting back to what I was saying, we've seen some of the best SAU teams unable to win conference championships over Chattanooga, while they would beat Chattanooga later in the playoffs. So just because you don't win a conference championship doesn't mean a whole lot. It is a nice bragging point, but I think most teams would rather have that national championship title than a conference championship.
If anything, it's like an extra played game for no reason. No, I'm just joking.
No, it's really important because it's how you determine who gets that first round bye.
I know. I was just being,
I know what you're saying. So we're going to see Arkansas on 2nd and 2 here, looking. They're going to hand it to Wile E. Coyote, who's going to get the first down. And more. He's scrambling. He's in the open field. He's going to the 45, 30, 25, 20, 10, 10, touchdown, Arkansas.
Number 24 is, but that man is going to be sitting the bench for a long time.
Leon Kennedy, the corner, just takes a bad angle at the end there, unable to get him down. Wile E. Coyote able to use his vision and get a nice lane and able to go down the sideline, green grass, for the touchdown. That is a big play, and now they've put a lot of urgency on App State to try and get back in this game.
Can we have a moment of silence here and everybody place their F keys up?
No, because the game's still not over. It's entirely possible that...
Listen, I love App State. I've seen what they've done. I just gotta. I mean, Arkansas right now, dude, they're just really lit.
I know people are saying it's over, but I'll say this: I watched a game earlier this season where a team converted back-to-back onside kicks and scored 20 points unanswered when they were down in a similar score deficit. I am not writing App State out yet until this game is over. And maybe I should shut up.
Maybe you need to mute your mic because App State does not like you.
That was number 5. That was number 5, Chris Davis with the interception.
Hey, you know what though? The great thing about this game is like, you say like it gives you the seeding pool. Like it I guess you're still going to be in the playoffs. I'm not saying...
Exactly. The only difference here is if you play an extra game in the playoffs or not. And honestly, for some people, it might be better to lose here and get an extra game of play to see. Yeah, especially if they make a run to the championship game.
I can't believe this, though. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due. App State's done everything they could this season. They won the championship last season. And then Arkansas,
anything short of I was about to say, anything short of a pick six in this game might be over, but right as I was about to say that, they almost had that interception. Again, for App State to get back in the game, they need a big defensive play here. A defensive touchdown, honestly. As Kareem Washington with a 6-yard pickup, and they're going to keep him to 4th and 1, sorry. And they're probably just going to bring out the field goal. They are. Assuming they make this, that makes this a 23-point game. No, 25. Which means for App State to win, they would have to score 4 touchdowns in 3 minutes.
3 minutes and 30 seconds.
So the important part here actually is App State can end up in 4 depending on how... Depending on how App State gets voted, this could actually have direct impact on the seeding for the playoffs situation, I believe.
Where the heck are the polls?
They are not. It's well, no, never mind. The polls are already set in motion, so that's not necessarily true. But this is going. If how App State can be 4, is if UCF wins tonight. If UCF wins, that would make UCF the 1 seed, Arkansas the 2 seed, ASU the 3 seed, and App State the 4 seed. So this definitely is getting very interesting as we're going to see these playoffs heat up going into next week. And remember, guys, after this game, we're going to have the All-American Conference
UCF?
Conference Championship. UCF at Arizona State.
If anything goes anybody's way for underdogs, I'll be rooting for UCF personally. I apologize to anybody on ASU.
In advance, I will be perfectly unbiased in that game. I will be very quiet about turnovers and such.
We got some butthurt people in App State here talking about broken tackles. Dude, it's a game. It happens. Don't cry.
You're going to see Deathridge fighting Elijah Enigma for a 29-yard reception.
Wow. I'm surprised he hasn't hit a touchdown, but great big plays by App State. I don't see them coming back to win. I do see them coming back.
I definitely see them being able to make it a more reasonable scoring difference here.
Yeah, I agree with you on
You're going to call halfback screen my favorite play for a 1 yard.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, this is just from App State. I'm picking my head up high. I mean, even some of the best teams stumble down the road here, and this isn't anything to hang your head over. As that's going to be an incomplete passing to the dirt here. It's just a team that played you very tough earlier in the season, adjusting, and also potentially your coach holding his hand here to not worry too much and wait till the actual playoffs to show what he's really planning. So they're going to fire deep, and they're going to find Elijah Enigma for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably not going to be 2-point territory here, but great job to get the score, maybe an onside kick.
They could get an onside kick here, and if they do, they could make this 24-34. It would take an absolute miracle for them to win this game, but they could definitely get the onside kick here and make the score a lot closer. As Arkansas is going to recover the onside kick. And now, I'm assuming Arkansas is just going to play to bleed the clock out.
I don't think App State's going to allow... I think App State's going to use their timeouts. That's my opinion.
I wouldn't. It elongates the game for no purpose at that point.
I'm not saying that I would. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Oh! And that's TJ Black. Xavier. Was that Xavier? That was number 69. TJ Blackman in with the hit.
He broke that first tackle so Blackman could get that tackle for a loss.
Sorry, that is Xavier Banks. I don't know why I was thinking that was TJ Blackman. TJ Blackman's number 1. Xavier Banks taking some absolute frustration out on Wile E. Coyote.
Well, it's 3rd and 12. They're going to kill the clock here. App State may get the ball back. I'm curious what they do when they get the ball back.
I don't know if they are going to.
Wow, good play.
So they're going to get the ball back with roughly 8 seconds left to play.
That makes it 4th and 9.
They'll probably just throw a Hail Mary, quite honestly, or just kneel it out.
I mean, I guess, but I think I would have called a timeout because it's like, hey, let's see us put up some points. Let's get some camaraderie. Let's get some next week stuff, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's just kind of... They're definitely... I also wouldn't want to throw a pick here, though, because that could have the exact opposite effect, you know?
I get it. I know. I'm just trying to be optimistic.
As they're going to kick off here now, as App State will probably only have 2 or 3 seconds on the clock to play with. They'll have exactly 3, so I expect a Hail Mary here.
I would love to see a touchdown just for App State to be like, you guys were lucky.
Well, I definitely think they're going to go for the Hail Mary here. They're going to bring Marty Jones in motion. They're going to snap, and they're going to call a screen. That's how the game's going to end. As he's going to break the tackle and make some big yardage. Again, our final score is going to be 34 Arkansas to 16 Appalachian State. I believe our player of the game is probably going to be Wile E. Coyote. Maybe Zaire Augustus. Wile E. Coyote like I expected. Again, congratulations to both teams making it this far. You're both in the playoffs. And I'd like to personally congratulate Arkansas on being our Season 6. Or is this? No, this is Season 7. Our Season 7 Conference USA champions. I'm stupid.